If you are hedging here, then this player's got to go over the screen, okay? And then you got your backside help steps up, okay? If you go under the screen, look, Kevin Love does a great job hedging here. But if you went over the screen like you're supposed to, this backside defender's here, but you're now ready to guard. Kevin Love can then push that backside defender back. But there's no one to guard off the hedge. This is horrible transition defense. You don't worry about matchups in transition. You get to the nearest body. Kevin Love's not guarding LaMelo Ball, obviously, in the half court. But in transition, this is the nearest body because this player's got to stay here. Where's Kevin Love going? So look what happens. Now this player's got to vacate the corner. And we have two people guarding one. So now this Hornets player, for no reason whatsoever, is open. What is Cody Zeller doing? Your man is clearly setting a down screen. You need to get attached to your man setting that down screen. Stop. Because if you're attached, you get your arms out, this player can't curl. He's got to go out, and that gives this player time to get over. But you let this player curl. So now he's right into the lane. What is Victor Oladipo doing? Get to a body in transition. Bam Adebayo's got Mark Williams. LaMelo Ball's kind of important here in transition. Please, you need to go find him and guard him. But look what happens. Victor Oladipo's getting back to the total middle of nowhere. So now he's going to leave his feet on this pump fake because he's coming from so far behind. And now LaMelo Ball's got him backdoor. Why is Duncan Robinson just staring at the ball? There's a double team here. There's nothing for you to be worried about. You should be paying attention to your man and paying attention to where I might need to rotate. But first, pay attention to your man, because if you're just staring at the ball, that happens. What's going on here? The Heat switched this screen. You just switched this screen. You are guarding this screener now. Why? There's nothing happening here that allows that screener to roll other than you just stop guarding him for some reason. When you are going over the top of a down screen like this Heat player is, you need to stay underneath your man. You stay attached to his hip and chase over. You don't do what this. Look at this Heat player. You don't. You might get beat backdoor that way, I think. Stop backpedaling if you're Duncan Robinson on Kelly Oubre. You got this player right here in the gaps. Now, he can get up the line a little bit, but get up and just force him right into this gap help. You backpedaling on Kelly Oubre Jr. is not good for defense. Hey, Caleb Martin right here. You don't need to be guarding above the three-point line. I don't even see your man in the picture. You can move way over because I want this dribble picked up out here. Look at this. Because you're standing in no man's land, you're late to get in the gaps. So now you're not getting this dribble picked up till this player's already in the lane. Here's your problem right here. This player is feeling out a screen that doesn't get set. Okay? If you get screened, you get screened. Our ball screen defense will execute. But look at what this Heat player cannot do. Look at this. Look at him feeling out this screen right there. See that? Well, now you just got blown by. And now that forces a double team with a late rotation. And here we are again. Have to get into the gaps. This Heat player clearly is not able to guard Dennis Smith Jr. one-on-one because he just continues to backpedal. So if you're Tyler Herro, stop. Get your back to the baseline in a defensive stance. So Dennis Smith comes this way. I can stunt. I don't have to move my feet. I'm in a defensive stance, wide base. I can recover. Or you can just let this player get put on a poster. There are a lot of mistakes being made here. Number one, this player is going to lean towards this screen. Look at this player leaning that way towards that screen, so you're already behind. Now, this is drop coverage, so you need to go over the top of this screen. Why are you going towards the screen? You know you have to get over the top. You should know a screen's coming. I hope that was communicated, but that little delay right there hurts you. Number two is that this player has got to come in and backside help. Jimmy Butler stays wide here, and if a skip pass is made here, you're going here. Tyler Herro goes up here, and you X out. So there's no backside of his. 3 mistakes is why that happens. Kevin Love is coming out to hedge too early. You don't start hedging until LaMelo Ball comes off of the screen. Then you start to hedge. Look at LaMelo Ball never comes off the screen. His dribble's picked up right now. So you should be staying connected to your man and staying with him. This player can guard one-on-one. But look at this. Kevin Love comes out to hedge when he's not supposed to, and here we are. Cannot go under a screen with LaMelo Ball. Go over the top. You can set up and drop coverage. Bam Adebayo can be right here. Going under a screen with LaMelo Ball is a never-can-do situation. What is happening? Tyler Harrow, you got to guard LaMelo Ball. All right? Look at, if you're worried about him beating you off the dribble, get up and force him this way. There's no place to go. But again, playing off of LaMelo Ball doesn't answer any questions. Terrible switch. Here comes, you got to get underneath the screener when you switch. You cannot switch over the, look at how he's switching over the top. So now another defender has to come over. Why does Jimmy Butler have to gamble on this recovery? You're in backside help right here. On the just recover to your man. Look at Jimmy Butler here. Why the gamble? Now you're beat. You got to get in the gaps here. Okay, you got to move in. As long as you're in a defensive stance with your feet set, you'll always be able to recover back to the three-point line. But you got to get this dribble picked up here. Stunt, I don't have to move my feet. I will always be able to recover out here if my feet are stationary and I'm in a defensive stance in a wide base. Okay? But look what happens. So that dribble doesn't get picked up here. So now look. Now that forces help at the rim, which means there's nobody to box out. Don't guard above the three-point line ever. I can't even see Jimmy Butler's man in the picture. Drop. So there's no place for Hayward to go. I can stunt and recover all the way out here. Why are you giving Gordon Hayward all this space to operate for no reason? What is Jimmy Butler doing? You are feeling out a screen that's never set. If you get screened, it's fine. Your ball screen defense executes. What you can't do is what Jimmy Butler's doing, feeling out a screen. So now you're not ready to guard LaMelo Ball anymore. The heater and drop coverage, this is this player's responsibility to be in backside help. You got to tag in this backside help area. You can't let this pass get made. See, you got to drop here. You got to come in here. If LaMelo Ball throws a skip pass, you can recover. But you can't, your first responsibility is not letting this pass happen.